so. Okay, guys, please, if you are joining, you're welcome. Please, this. So sorry for this thing. Just let's gonna manage it like this, okay? So if you are joining, this is the Eichmann reports. Back again on newspaper headlines. Back again on newspaper headline. If you are joining, stay connected, guys. Stay connected. If you are joining, stay connected. I'm still here, okay? If you are joining, stay connected. Let us go. Okay, so guys, the thing is, I think I'm blind somebody's eyes. Calvin Africa. Okay, not that one. Guys, if you are joining, you're welcome. This is the live. This live is for newspaper headlines from the Eichmann. As it is trending, we're gonna be dropping it back to back. We're gonna be dropping it back to back, guys. So if you are joining, you're welcome. Make yourself visible. Guys, if you're joining, let's go. Newspaper headline today. Thank you for the likes. Drop your, say hi at the comment section, please. Say hi at the comment section and drop your location. On today's headline, good evening. Sorry, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you're joining this live stream from. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you're joining this live stream from, guys. So, as we are kicking it off this evening, this is 7:46 p.m. 7:46 p.m. UAE time. 7:46 p.m. UAE time on newspaper headline coming from Punch newspaper. I'm the one directing it. The Eichmann reports. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and say hi at the comment section. Drop your location and where you are joining. On the first newspaper headline this night. This is 7:46 p.m. UAE time. Drop your time at the comment section. What is it by your time in your location? So, on the Punch newspaper, Lema arrives for indiscriminatory refuse disposal. Lema apprehended 2 environmental defaulters in Kosi Kepit for indiscriminatory refuse disposal, who now faces prosecution at mobile courts. According to information, they have been arrested for disposing their waste anyhow. So, coming from the United States of America, the information we are receiving from the Punch newspaper, U.S. Supreme Court strike down Trump global tariff. Okay, you are here. Oh, I thought no one is here, sir. Oh, guys. Okay, guys, please, if you're joining, you're welcome. Let's do it. I thought no one is around. Okay. If you're joining, please, you're welcome. Make yourself visible at the comment section, guys. U.S. Supreme Court strike down Donald Trump global tariff. Donald Trump global tariffs have been struck down by Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Donald Trump exceeded his authority in imposing a swift of global tariff, blocking a key tool of his economic agenda. Yeah, That's coming from the United States of America. Coming from United States of America, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Donald Trump exceeded his authority in imposing a swift of global tariff, blocking a key tool of his economic agenda. If you are joining, you're welcome. This newspaper headline from the Eichmann reports. Anambra to prosecute woman accused of burning maid with hot iron. The Anambra state government vowed to prosecute a woman accused of burning her 17-year-old maid with a hot iron, reinforcing its zero tolerance policy on child abuse. So Anambra State, they are going to prosecute this woman for burning her maid with a hot iron. Drop your location and say hi at the comment section and like the video, guys. If you are joining, you're welcome. This is the Eichmann report on newspaper headline. Let's go, guys. On newspaper headline, this is the Eichmann reports. Let's go on newspaper headline coming from Osun State. Osun rejects 13 billion naira payroll fraud claim, accuses consultants of inflating figures. Osun State dismisses a 13 billion naira payroll fraud claim, accusing a consultant of inflating ghost workers' figures to claim a 2 billion naira commission. This is coming from Osun State. Osun State rejects 13 billion payroll fraud, accuses consultants of inflating figures. Let's continue, guys. If you are joining, say hi at the comment section. Say hi at the comment section if you are joining the live. This is the Eichmann reports. FG begins payment for 2024 capital project. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Please say hi at the comment section. FG begins payment for 2024 capital projects. The Nigerian federal government has commenced payment for outstanding 2024 capital projects and set deadline for the 2025 budget. According to the information from the Punch newspaper, federal government has commenced the payment for 2024 capital projects. Drop your comments at the comment section and also like the video, guys, so that YouTube will distribute it to more people. If you are joining, where are you joining from? Drop your location. Thank you so much. Nadim, you're welcome. We are joining from, bro. So on the newspaper headline from Punch newspaper, Ramadan, police extend motorcycle movement until 11 p.m. in Gombe. Gombe police extend motorcycle movement hours to 11 p.m. during Ramadan to accommodate religious and social activities, ensuring public safety. That's for Gombe State. That's it. Let's continue. NCDC urged states to intensify contact tracing as Lassa fever by 70. Nigeria Lassa fever outbreak has resulted in 70 died. The NCDC urged states to intensify contact tracing to cope the rising fatality. If you are joining, you're welcome. This is the Eichmann report coming to you from the Eichmann himself. Drop your location and say hi at the comment section. If you are in UAE, if you're a Muslim, happy Ramadan to all of you. If you're a Christian, happy Lent, all of you. So, all my Muslims and Christian friends, I love you all. Let's continue, guys. Let's go on. Coming from Kogi Health, Fale case appointment as renewed hope ambassador. The Kogi state government praises President Tinubu over James Faleke appointment, describing it as a strategic, well-deserved masterstroke. Okay, Renew Hope Agenda and City Boy Movement. I don't even know the one that is topping each other now. Renew Hope Agenda and City Boy Movement. Which one is the first? You get the point. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. If you are joining, say hi at the comment section. Some will retire early, yes or no. If you are joining, make yourself visible at the comment section. ICPC track 13.5 billion constituency projects in Katsina. ICPC tracked 13.5 billion constituency projects in Katsina. The ICPC has commenced tracking 39 constituency projects in Katsina valued at 13.5 billion to ensure accountability and value for money on public fund. Yeah. Gombe Rep dumps PDP for APC. Election is by the corner. Gombe State Representative Inowa Garuba dumps PDP for APC, citing Governor Yahaya Bello leadership. Citing Governor Yahaya's leadership and Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda as key reasons. All these people say, anytime they want to defect, they will start giving some reasons. You don't need to give any reason. You have your right to defect and you want to go. Okay, just shift and go your way. No issue. Shift and go your way. What people are doing just for party interest, just for your personal interest, not for any public. You're representing who? You're representing who? Just for your own personal interest. Stop saying blah blah blah. This. Get the point. So that's by the way. Let's continue. MBTE approve 7 ND programs for KB Health College. The MBTE has approved 7 national diploma programs for KB State College of Health Science, a major milestone for the institution and students. Let's continue, guys. As you are joining, this is the Eichmann on newspaper headline this evening. This is 55 minutes past 7, 7:55 UAE time. 7:55 UAE time. What is it all about? Newspaper headline. What is trending in our newspaper? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, my brother, or is it my sister? That's what I'm doing. What is trending in our newspapers? That's what I'm doing. Okay. Trending newspaper, bringing it up to date on what is going on. So if you are joining, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Try to give the video a big like, give it a big thumbs up. Okay. If you are joining, you're welcome. Tasha slam false accusation following TikTok scandal. SBB Niger Star Tasha condemn false accusation, highlighting the harm they cause to real victim and calling for accountability for fabricators. Please, if you are such a person that will come out and accuse somebody wrongly, and I pray that this particular thing, that they will get to the root of it, and this person will face the consequence of what she have done. Because with what she did, when somebody comes up with such a claim, accusation, it might not be easy for people to believe. But let's think about it in the other way around. What if this girl are pointed at anybody? Do you know what will be happening to that particular young man? Because a woman just came up with one accusation. Please, you people should be careful on what you do on social media. Don't just go and take banner. If you take banner, you just come on social media and be talking anyhow. Okay? If you are joining, you're welcome. Make yourself visible. Police arrest fake military officer in Bayelsa. Bayelsa State Police arrest 2 fake military officers, including a dismissed soldier, for fraud and assault. Details, go to Punch newspaper and get the full details. 3 fake military officers have been arrested in Bayelsa State, according to the Punch newspaper. Go and read it up there. As we are moving on, we are getting this information right now that civil society group plan protests over amendment electoral acts. Nigeria civil society groups are planning a national protest over flaws in the amendment electoral act, citing the lack of mandatory electronic result transmission. Yeah, all of us know what really happened in a few days ago, that the National Assembly passed a bill, and just a few hours, the president has signed it into law. It has become our electoral acts into law. According to information, civil society are planning for a protest. Okay, let's keep moving. If you are joining, this is the Eichmann report, reporting from Dubai, UAE, on this evening. This is 7:58 p.m. UAE time, 7:55 p.m. 58 p.m. UAE time. If you are joining, you're welcome. Say hi at the comment section. Tinubu expresses sadness over buy of naval operation chief. This is coming 1 hour ago. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu expresses sadness over the buy of Rear Admiral Musa Katangum, the chief of naval operation, after a protected illness. Okay, let's continue. May his soul rest in peace. Guardiola slung of Arsenal. That's for the sports lovers. NSCDC begin 24 hour surveillance in Kwara. The NSCDC Kwara Command has launched a 24-hour surveillance operation focusing on Ilori and the protection of critical national assets under its new leader. If you are joining, you are welcome. The next news we are going to be looking at coming from DSS. DSS arraigned El-Rufai February 25 over NSA phone interception cybercrime. You know that El-Rufai is having issue with the National Security Advisor. According to him, he said that he according to interception of his phone, that he has a way he tapped his phone to know what he discussed. According to them, it's a case that needs to be looked into in law, in the court. So they are in court right now. I think he's still in detention for now. I don't know how it's gonna be. If you are joining, you're welcome. Keep liking the video, please. Keep liking the video and drop your comments at the comment section. Keep liking, guys. Keep liking if you are joining. Reports of vaccine reaction. Doctors advise parents. Report of vaccine reactions. Doctors advise parents. Anything you see on your child, report it to your doctor, please. On the next newspaper, public holidays tell Malam some trial. Public holiday heighten his trial. UK Atlantic pleads guilty to corporate manslaughter of police. Boss gang armory in Delta recover guns and ammunition. Delta State Police boasts a major gang armory along the Sapele Wari Road, recovering locally made Akala, a peso, live ammunition, and other weapons in Delta States. Electronic transmission alone won't stop electoral fraud, group warns. Civil society group argue that electronic transmission of results is not enough to stop electoral fraud in Nigeria without verifiable system and reform. According to them, it's not enough, but let them do it first. We know it's not enough, but let them allow it to be. You get the point? Let them approve it as law, make it to become a law. That's what we are asking for. You get the point? Yes. Students freed after 2 million ransom paid in Edo. Oh my God. According to information here, saying a secondary school student, Tokwe, who was abducted on February 8th in Makeke community, Akoko Edo local government area of Edo State, has been released after a ransom of 2 million was paid. The national coordinator of the movement for the advancement of Akoko Edo people, Bode, disclosed this in a message to Punch online on Thursday. The boy was reportedly nabbed by gunmen alongside Samuel at a community health center. Had taken his son to the facility with his wife and when he was adopted. So according to information that the boy has been released after paying 2 million. It's Security is what the problem we have in Nigeria. We have too much insecurity in Nigeria, and I don't know what our government is doing, because it's as if their efforts are not yielding anything at all. We must tell the truth. Their efforts are not yielding any results. NLC, Gencos clash over 3 trillion debts. 6 trillion debt, 3 trillion bailout plan. Nigeria Labour Congress and power generation companies are at odds over a 6 trillion debt claim and a proposed 3 trillion ballot for the struggling Nigeria and their power as well. We move. KB sponsored medical students begin studies in Ethiopia. Congratulations to them. The 35 medical students sponsored by the KB state government have arrived safely in Ethiopia to commence their studies at Premium Medical College, Addis Ababa. That's the information coming from KB States. Tinubu's executive order will curb leakage, boost federation account inflow. President Tinubu's executive order on oil revenue will curb leakage and significantly boost federation account inflow, says RMAFC. Okay, let's keep seeing, watching, and see how it will work. IITA urge federal government to prioritize Nigerian seed yam value chain. That's the information. Seed yam value chain. Oyo seal harbor fame over environmental violation. Oyo state government. If you sing something, I will give you $50. If I sing what? If I sing what? Sing a song or what? What do you want me to sing? And where are you joining from? If I sing song, you give me $50. Where are you joining from? Oyo seal harbor fame over environmental violation. Oyo state government seal El Ramon Cabell Harbor Nigeria Limited due to environmental violation, including offensive odor and public health concern. Okay. Sing anything like what? Just tell me. Omo love food. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? Omo love. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from, please? Where are you joining from? If I sing something like what? Any song. I'm gonna sing a song in my language for you, or what? I should sing a song. Okay, let's continue, guys. If you are joining, you are welcome. If you are joining, you are welcome. If I sing something, you're gonna give me $50. $50 is good money. That's good. I'm joining from USA. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. How you see USA today? And what is it by the time in USA now? Omo love. What is it by the time in USA, please? Sing it. I should sing what? Tell me what I want me to sing. I will sing. I should sing a song in my language. Oh yeah. Okay, let's continue, guys. FG plan Military Medical College to tackle that 340,000 doctors shortfall. If you are joining, you are welcome. Omo love, subscribe to my channel and DM me, okay? DM me, send me a DM. Omo love, send me a DM. If you are joining, you are welcome. Make yourself visible at the comment section. If you are joining, you are welcome. Send me a DM if you want to talk to me. Omo love, I can sing to you. Send me a DM. DM me your number, okay? Let's do that one privately. Okay, thank you so much. FG plan Military Medical College to tackle 340,000 doctors shortfall. Okay, Nigerian government announces plan for a new military medical college to address a shortfall of 340,000 doctors and boost healthcare capacity. If you are joining, you are welcome. If you are joining, you are welcome. Make yourself visible. Make yourself visible at the comment section. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. According to Chief Justice of Nigeria, there's something she wrote here. Let's look into it. It has become fashionable in some quarters to deploy blanket allegation of corruption against the institution as a whole. While constructive criticism is legitimate in a constitutional democracy, indiscriminatory denomination is neither fair nor responsible. Such sweeping generalization wound deepen. They do not merely criticize decision, they cast aspersion on the integrity of men and women who have lived honorably, labored faithfully, and discharged their labored faith duty with unblemished record, according to the Chief Justice. So let's continue. Custom hand over seized 40.7 million naira petrol to NMDPR. Nigeria Custom handed over 1,650 jerrycan of seized petrol worth 40.7 million naira to NMDPR after intercepting it in Lagos as part of operation. Okay, and I don't try. PDP faction slam candidate withdrawal in FCT election as anti-democratic. I don't understand what these people are doing. Hey, just few hours before election, PDP candidate in the FCT election has withdrawn and now supporting APC. It's a plan game now. What's up? You don't know. It's a plan game. It's a plan game. They know what they do. It's a plan something. Mob besieged Benin FRSC office. An angry mob vandalized the FCR office in Benin after a fatal truck crash, leading in an officer died. Police restrict movements for Rivers by-election. If like say Rivers are doing their own by-election tomorrow, which time we can go in focus now? Is it FCT or Abuja? Rivers State Police Command has restricted movement in Ahoda East and Akano local government for the upcoming by-election to ensure a peaceful process. If you are joining, you are welcome. Funding shortfall threatening food aid to millions in Somalia, UN warns. The UN World Food Program warned that its Somalia food aid for millions will stop by April without immediate new funding amid a worsening crisis. If you are joining, you are welcome. Make yourself visible. Kebbi Sokoto adjusts school calendar for Ramadan. Kebbi and Sokoto State adjust their 2025-2026 school calendar for Ramadan, rescheduling terms and holiday to balance academic and religious observancy. We continue, guys. We continue. News are dropping back to back. If you are joining, you are welcome. FGD files. Okay. NNPC boss beg UK Energy Institute fellowship. BAS UK Energy Institute fellowship. NNPC boss CEO Bayo received the prestigious Energy Institute fellowship in the UK, marking a key milestone for Nigeria oil and gas sector. Okay. Abiodun gift card to Nigerian best teacher. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun reward Mr. Taiwo, Nigerian-based teacher, with a brand new car for his outstanding contribution to education. If you are joining, you are welcome. Let's go, guys. Let's keep going. Fire got another market in Kano. Police arrest two over buying of 62-year-old woman in Oyo State. Oyo State Police Command has arrested two suspects in connection with the Oyo buying of a 62-year-old woman. Her body was found with a deep cut on her neck. May her soul rest in peace. People should just try to be doing the good things. Let there be peace. Let peace reign. Let peace reign. Son Health Standardization of Enugu Cassava Processing Center. The Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, praises IFAD VCDP Cassava Processing Center in Enugu for meeting standard, noting areas for improvements. We continue, guys. We continue, and let's go back and get more information as it is dropping. If you are joining, this is the Eichmann Reports. So join and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more updates as it is dropping. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as the thing is dropping so that you won't miss anything. So that you will not miss anything. According to information, Trump will strike on Iran as 15-day nuclear deal nears. Okay, if you are joining, you are welcome. Make yourself visible. If you are joining, you are welcome. Lavon finish me for the throwback pictures. If you are joining, you are welcome. You are still on this. We are this. Let me look for you. Oh my love. Okay. Let's keep going. Who is joining? Guys? This is newspaper headline coming from the Eichmann report. So if you are joining, let's look into it. Let's keep going. We have released so many information so far. So let's keep going and get more facts as it is trending. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Okay, in 2 minutes ago, France returns colonial era, taking drums to Ivory Coast. France has returned a historic talking drum, a looted colonial artifacts to Ivory Coast, marking a key moment in colonial artifacts repatriation efforts. I love this. France has returned a historic talking drum, a looted colonial artifact to Ivory Coast, marking a key moment in colonial artifact repatriation efforts. If you are joining, you are welcome. This is the Eichmann Reports, releasing all the information as it is dropping. 14 minutes ago, Plateau set up panel to probe VIO misconduct. Yeah, Plateau State inaugurates an independent committee to investigate widespread allegation of VIO misconduct, harassment, and overzealous enforcement coming from Plateau State government, DVIO. So now, on arresting don't do too much. Oh. Yeah. Tinubu calls for orderly conduct as FCT Rivers Kano votes Saturday. President Tinubu called for peaceful conduct in the 2026 Nigeria election in FCT Rivers and Kano, urging voters and officials to ensure a credible process. Again. Okay. I wish them well. Plateau honors 30 victims died in Kwara attack. Plateau State honors the memory of over 30 members died in the Woro massacre in Kwara State. According to this information coming from United States of America, Trump will strike on Iran as 15-day nuclear deadline nears. Let's keep going and see more information that is dropping. If you are joining, you're welcome. Where are you joining from? France returned colonial era talking drum. Do you know what it means? Colonial era talking drum to Ivory Coast. Okay, let's keep going, guys.
Aisha is sleeping.
Maybe. Now, let's discuss something about this electoral voting. According to what Shimore is saying,
there are over 120 million smartphones in Nigeria. Can you believe that? And there are only registered now 93 million registered voters.
about
That's why
electoral
they
reform.
always ask for electronic voting, not even electronic transmission of results. We should have passed that stage by now.
Of course. Okay, let's look into more news as the thing is dropping. Let's look into more news. As the thing is dropping. Let's go to YouTube and get more information as it is dropping, okay? Stay connected, guys, and subscribe to this channel for more updates. FCT municipal election. For the first time, we are preventing from moving. Are you serious? For the first time, they are restricting movement in FCT for the municipal election. Okay, let's listen to this information. Why are they doing it? According to the FCT senator. Yeah. According to the FCT senator.
Reminded you at some point in this bulletin, tomorrow, Saturday, February the 21st, 2026, is Elections Day in Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory. The 6 municipal council areas will be in full public purview as eligible voters turn out to choose their preferred chairman and councillors. The issue of security of the vote and the voting public is being considered paramount in tomorrow's exercise. And for more on what must be done to defend the integrity of that vote, we're now being joined by Senator Ireti Kingibe, the senator who represents the Federal Capital Territory in the National Assembly. Good to have you with us.
Good afternoon.
Very good.
I'm glad to be here.
Indeed. Now, Senator, how prepared is the FCT for tomorrow's municipal council elections in terms of security and logistics?
Well, that is a statement that a question that only the government can answer. But from my observations, I think everything is ready, both security and logistics. Members of the different area council followed the materials yesterday, so we know the materials have arrived. Everything seems to be on track.
And Senator, what specific measures are in place to... Sorry to interrupt. Please go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but what gives the residents of the FCT great concern right now is the fact that for the first time in the history of FCT, we are all prevented from moving around after 8 o'clock, effectively putting a curfew on us. And we do not understand why. It's never been necessary before. Lots of people need to do little bits and pieces. And this is a democracy. There's no reason to infringe on our democratic rights without compelling reasons. Curfews are usually imposed when you have serious security breaches, and there have been none. So we're a little confused about why this is happening. This is the only medium of speaking to the minister is through the media. So maybe when he hears my concerns and not just my concern, I speak on behalf of the people, most of the people of the FCT. This curfew, they don't understand, they're confused, and they feel that it is not right, that it is the usual imperial and autocratic way of how they have been administered to date, and that is something I would like the minister to address. It is a problem for the FCT.
Fair enough. And we know that there are measures in place to ensure the safety of voters and electoral officials across the 6 area councils. You've expressed that this curfew is not very comfortable. Are you aware of any other efforts in place to ensure the safety of voters and electoral officials?
Yes, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of policemen have come out, more than we've ever seen in any local government election. That should be enough. If you put them all out on the streets tomorrow, it would look like we're in a state of war. That's still fine. But why we cannot move around the evening before is what we do not understand.
All right, Senator, are you confident that INEC is fully ready to conduct a free, fair, and credible elections in Abuja?
Well, all I can say is that I hope that INEC is ready for the free, fair elections. FCT is FCT, and we have a lot of observers, embassies, enlightened electorate. So chances are, and that's the reason that the curfew bothers us, is because why is it necessary? Maybe there's some nefarious activities that need to take place the evening before, why people cannot be on the streets. But other than that, I think everything is fine, ready for the elections, but we really, really object to that curfew. It's totally unnecessary and an infringement on our rights.
Could you speak on the mechanisms that exist to prevent vote buying, intimidation, or manipulation at the polling units?
Usually, if you look at, especially let's take AMAC, which is my local government, the electorate are mostly civil servants, educated people like me and you, and not very amenable to vote buying. You maybe, if you go to the interior possibly. So this local government that has 50% of Abuja's votes, it has always been difficult to buy their votes, always, in every election. And if you look at the records, it will show that that's the way it's always been.
Indeed, Senator. Now, given...
everybody's prepared, all the parties are all ready.
All right.
Sorry, continue.
Okay, right. I was going to ask, given concerns about voter apathy in local government elections over time, so what message do you have for residents of the FCT?
Well, I think it would be fairly true to say that this particular election will see a much larger voter turnout than we usually see, for many, many, many reasons, which I won't go into now. So that's the reason why we are all certain that whoever wins. What they do after the results at the polls, that's a different matter. But manipulating the votes at the polls has always been extremely difficult.
Yeah. Well, Senator, how important...
For AMAC. And...
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
No, you go ahead.
No, even the other local governments. Local government is very personal to the communities and to the people. So they also stand firm on their choices. But we will see what happens.
And Senator, how important
My
are these?
prediction is that different parties will win across.
Yeah. I was wondering how important the council elections are in shaping governance and service delivery, especially at the grassroots level.
Well, they're supposed to be important. AMAC, for instance, is the largest local government in Nigeria. The appropriation for AMAC alone monthly, it compares to many states. So it should be working for the people, but it has not been to date because of the caliber of local government chairmen we're getting. So this election, FCT people are taking more interest in the kind of people we're electing to manage those funds. So we shall see what happens.
So the information here is that FCT are going to hold their local government election tomorrow.
How difficult it is to invoke vote buying in parts of the FCT when it comes to elections such as this, but what role should security agencies play, and how do we ensure that they remain neutral, you think?
In some places, especially the interior parts, they should look for children voting. Also, manipulations at the collation centers. Those are the places where you can actually fiddle with the votes a little bit. But generally, at the polling units, Abuja voters are very, very protective of their votes. And for a lot of especially Amakambwari, it's very difficult to actually manipulate at the polling units. You can probably try and buy agents, but not this time around. This election is very, very important to FCT. We're taking it personally. And so it's fine. It should be all right. But the locking us all up away at 8 p.m., that is a problem. And really the main reason I came out here is to convey that message to the Minister of FCT and to the government that this is a democracy. We are not in a state of war. We are just only going to vote for local governments. And I don't see why all of this is necessary. Thank you.
And if disputes do arise after the election, what's the proper channel for redress in order to protect the integrity of the entire process?
So ordinary local government,
go to the court.
Ordinary local government election, they are locking people up from 8 o'clock, like today now. Today is Friday, right? 8 o'clock today, everybody will move out from the roads. The area council election in FCT, all votes must count. All votes must be counted. Let's listen to this man and what he said concerning the FCT election. He's saying that all votes must be counted. We are watching to see how the thing gonna be. Just listen to him. I'm coming. Listen to him and what he said. I'm coming back. We are here. We are here together. So
area council elections, the political temperature in Abuja is rising, with rallies intensifying, alliances shifting, and voter attention fiercely contested. 17 political parties are on the ballot, 68 seats up for grabs, from chairmanships to councilorships. But in reality, the spotlight has narrowed to a familiar contest: the dominance of the ruling All Progressives Congress, or APC, and the growing challenge from the African Democratic Congress, or ADC. Yet beyond that headline battle lies a quieter but potentially consequential question. Can smaller parties break through Nigeria's entrenched political structure, or are they simply participating on the margins? Well, one of those parties is the Zenith Labour Party, which insists it is not just on the ballot, but in the race, pointing to grassroots mobilization, local engagement, and a strategy it says could disrupt expectations. But in a system often defined by structure, resources, and political machinery, how realistic is that claim? Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by the national chairman of the Zenith Labour Party and former chairman of the Labour Party, Dan Wanyanwu. Thank you very much indeed for coming in, and apologies because we referred to you as the former chairman of IPAC,
I've never been.
which you were not.
No.
And we also referred to you as Dan Anyanwu
Yes.
when you are Wanyanwu.
Yes.
So that's cleared
They don't
there.
need the same thing.
That's cleared there,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now let me begin by asking you this, and let me say thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
In a contest where many already see as a two-horse race between the APC and the ADC, what makes you confident that your party is more than just a footnote in this election? Are you genuinely in the race to win or to stay politically relevant?
Which of the elections are you talking about?
I'm talking about the FCT election
Very well.
on
Very-
Saturday.
Very well.
That's a which
2 days
election.
hence.
You see, in FCT, you just said tension is rising. That is correct. Alliance is shifting. Some candidates have been persuaded to drop to support another candidate. Some candidates of other parties. Then you have the Supreme Court case that affected one of the parties. But let me tell you, Charles, in FCT has a pattern of vote. They have a pattern when they
Everybody wants to win,
They are not persuaded by
but you know
noise
it's just too political and it's strong.
or
You mean they've seen it all? Huh?
yes, they are not persuaded by arrogance. They are not persuaded by people saying we are going to win everywhere. Nobody is going to win everywhere. Watch it on Saturday, and let me warn: this election on Saturday must be counted. The votes must be counted, and INEC should test the IRF. A lot of things have happened the past few days. People who thought they would win everywhere, they will throw everybody away. In fact, you may not support the president's party in this election, but in the general election, you may support the president. This is what I say. This is what I would say. Politics is local. This is the local politics. So when somebody gets to the public arrogantly, boasting that he is God, he's all.
And who is this person?
I'm coming. Let me, so I don't lose my thoughts.
Okay, right.
A lot of people are saying all sorts of things. People who think that
Wait,
they're going to
now
determine
let him
everything.
finish, Oga.
In this
Oga
Saturday's
Charles,
election, if you
let him
count it,
finish.
you have 3-4 parties winning area councils. They decide the voting pattern here is different. It's not the same with outside Abuja.
Okay, you've established that point.
And
because-
if you go even the last one, you will see it. No political party has
Right.
ever won FCT. So people should stop bragging that they're
Right.
going to do this and do that.
Well, obviously things can change.
Nothing can change.
Depending on which.
No, nothing can change
you
in
know,
this
the
election.
electoral
Nothing can change in
patterns
this.
change. But
If we
but
count the
let-
votes, nothing will
But
change on
let's talk
Saturday.
about beyond the general. Let's talk about the particular. Your party. You talk about grassroots mobilization, but elections in Nigeria are often won, by structure, funding, reach. What does the Zenith Labour Party have concretely that can compete with that machinery?
You see, what you are asking me to do now is to wash the stomach of the cow in the public, which I'm not going to do. Every political party has its own strategy. In the last general election, there were people who won election without money. They got into the House of Rep. Some got into the Senate. These were people that nobody, in fact, they said, okay, come and run. They added his name. He became a member of House of Rep. He became a member of State Assembly. So asking a party...
That
Yeah,
is
but that
the
person
force
was
of
not
people.
from the Zenith Labour.
No,
That
they
is the
cannot be
force
from
of-
the-
that is the
I'm
force of
talking about
people.
because
Talking specifically
you-
about your
you are
party.
hinging everything on money.
No, I'm
I
not
agree.
hinging everything on money.
I agree that politics, you need money to move from here to there.
Force of
Welcome to
people.
Zora December 5-star apartments in Konya.
That was the force of people to be in Labour Party. You get the point? If not be P2B, no other person can even do it. You get the point? That is the game.
The Zenith Labour Party may not be one of the parties that have deep pockets, that are ready to buy everybody. Since you brought me here specifically for FCT election on Saturday, Zenith Labour Party will win 2 area councils.
Okay, can you point to specific wards or councils where you're confident of victory, or is your strategy more about incremental visibility than outright win?
No, Charles.
Right.
Is he asking me to tell you the area council? You are equipping my opponents within
Right.
24
So you're going to hide where you're going to win?
Of course, I'm going to hide it.
Okay.
When the votes start coming.
Shall I look under the table and see if it's there?
When the votes start coming, you will see what it is.
Right.
No, let nobody arrogantly brag. And nothing should be tied to FCT as being a condition that you are loving the president or you're not loving the president. FCT has a voting pattern.
But is there
And that vote must count.
Right. Is there a danger that smaller parties like yours will end up splitting opposition votes and indirectly strengthen the ruling party?
No. It's every political party has its own strength. But the problem in politics is that everybody will believe that he will win.
That's it.
But if you check the numbers, if you are as experienced as the leadership of the Zenith Labour Party,
In politics,
you
everybody
check the
believes that the
numbers,
winner win.
2-3 parties went to our domain in the past 1 week. And they were disappointed. They even went to my candidate in one of the area councils, offered him money to step down. He said, no, I'm the candidate. I'm the person they want. So that will tell you, they have even started collapsing some political parties. That should not happen in FCT. And let me use the opportunity to tell the FCT commissioner, INEC commissioner, to be very, very careful, because after this election, we start calling people out. We are not going to allow election to be rigged in FCT. You cannot achieve it. Look, when I was the national chairman of a Labour Party, P2B visited Olusegun Mimiko during the commission of one of the programs.
Mimiko was a governor who
Mimiko was my governor who won the election under my Labour Party when I was national
Right.
chairman, yes. Even though now they claim that Labour Party was not known anywhere, they were the ones that brought it up. It is not true. We have governors. In fact, we have 1.5 governors. We have senators, we have House of Rep members, we have state assembly members all over. The other half governor was Adams Oshiomhole. Adams was a member of the Labour Party. I raised his hand for governorship in Urupoto Hall in Benin. Before Tommy Kimi and others came, say, look, you have a better candidate, but you have a better structure. Let's come together. So an agreement was reached between Labour Party and ACN on 23rd November 2006. That was Adams Oshiomhole. I emerged as a governor, so I can claim half, then ACN half. So you don't do these things as if it is like, no. It is not 1+1.
Right.
So what I'm saying in effect is, during that time, P2B came, and he made one comment when he was talking with that. I said, you see, these are politicians. If you like, some of them, if you like, tar the road to their bedroom. Once they have no food to eat, they won't vote for you. I'm quoting P2B. He was telling his brother governor, Mimiko. I was there. He's not here, sir. So we laughed over it. I said, that is true.
It's true now.
So when people claim all sorts of things, Abuja is a different ballgame.
Right.
And it is in the interest of INEC.
Right. Well, time
So,
is
just a
going.
minute. It's in the interest of INEC
Time is going.
to use this as a litmus test.
Right.
To know whether they will conduct a free and fair election in 2027 or they're not going to conduct a free and fair election.
Right.
Leave Abuja alone. Let us wait for what will happen in 2027.
Right.
When we get under the Agbalome tree, we'll know how many of ECs that fell down.
Right. You talked quite volubly about the Labour Party when you were chairman.
Yes.
But as I said, I keep bringing you back to your current party.
Yes. I'm giving you an example. I just give you an example.
I understand that, which
Yes.
is the Zenith Labour Party. Do you see it as being a fringe party, or do you think
Our party is not a fringe party.
moved beyond being
Our party is not a fringe party. If you allow a free and fair process, if you count the votes and allow the votes to be counted and record the votes, most of these parties you are calling fringe parties will win seats all over the country. That was the problem of 2023. As if there were 1, 2, 3 parties. They know it. A political party exists with its own programs and manifestos. It's not a question of what people say. People may have a different idea about what the political party stands for. But the issue is that, look, I ran for the presidency. There was no corner of this country I didn't get vote, even if it's one vote. That means some people were seeing us. But we did not spend money. It was strategic. We didn't spend money. I came fourth or fifth position out of 18. But we didn't spend money. We didn't campaign because it was strategic. It was meant for a purpose, which did not work. So don't say these parties are free parties. These parties, let us allow free and fair election. You will have more than 10, 15 political parties in the National Assembly. Ditto in the state houses of assembly.
It's true.
But if we continue the way we are going about it, right, those of us who suffer for this democracy will be forced to think of whether to regret the roles we played with this Tinubu, the president.
It sounds as if you're saying that if the election outcome, for instance on Saturday, goes against you, that you won't accept it because you're concerned about a lot of things like the credibility of that election.
Don't anticipate me, Charles.
Well, I'm asking you.
You're anticipating me. There's no way these areas we have will go against us.
Right.
Watch it on Saturday. Unless they have decided to produce double return sheets, write the results, and move people to go there and come back and then announce it, then there'll be problem. There'll be problem. It is this current ANEC chairman, this is the first major election that he will be conducting. And with his resident electoral commissioner in Abuja, we will call names. We have kept quiet for too long.
Right. But beyond saying that, raising questions about INEC, the big parties and so on, what exactly is the ZLP, your party, offering that is different? Not just rhetoric, because you're sitting here saying a lot of things, but in policy and governance at the council level.
Well, at the council level, that is where you have this hunger I'm talking about. A lot of people are unemployed. No jobs. How are you going to engage them? That is where you have a lot of people, even these people recruited outside Abuja.
So if you are joining, you're welcome. This is the Eichmann Report, bringing us up to date on what is trending on our newspaper headline and what is trending in Nigeria right now, talking about FCT election. Let's continue, guys.
If you tackle unemployment, provide food security, health and education, Nigerians are not asking for much. They're not asking for much. If you in this FCT, you'll be shocked. Certain children that are up to 10, 11, 12 have never been to school. This FCT. If you look at their health standards, you weep. They have no access to medical. Most of the children go to bed in empty stomach.
And what are you going to offer them?
That's what we are doing in the campaign, door to door. We are giving them options. We have told them how we are going to go about it, and it is sinking. In fact, they have accepted it. We will not make promises we will not keep. ZAP will never make promises we won't keep. We won't build a bridge where there is no river. We won't promise you that we are going to move Mako Hall to Olumorok to Mako Hall. We're not going to do that. We will keep to our promises. And if you look at our manifesto, from where all the states, all these elections draw their own manifestos and improve on it, you can see we talked about human beings. What are you going to do to improve their lives? Education, health, food security, and all that. Nigerians are not asking for much. Most Nigerians don't even need their car. Not talk of buying an aeroplane. Give them the basic needs. Their basic needs. Give them the enabling environment. For them to feed, they will not come, government will not distribute money to everybody.
Would you consider, as you move forward into the FCT elections and beyond, because obviously you're you want to be seen as a national political.
We are a national political, not that we are going to be every party is a national political.
Well, right, okay. So what I'm saying is that would you consider forming tactical alliances with other sort of opposition parties to improve your chances, or is ZLP determined to go it alone regardless of the outcome?
It's alliances. disallow the political arrest.
So I mean, we saying
They
that
have
I
an
be
alliance. But if you also go by Nigerian history,
take off. We saying that I'm meeting it.
it collapses so soon thereafter because of the greed of Nigerian politicians. Let me take, for example, MPN Accord. They collapsed a few months after,
Or even a my
even
son.
after sharing positions. Because there are certain people in this country, they are not interested in the people of the country. They're not interested in the masses. They're interested in the office they occupy, how to steal and go away. When they steal, when they finish eating, they wash the plate and swallow the water. You can go to hell. That is the truth about most Nigerian politicians who occupy positions. And that is what we are going to change. When President Tinubu was with us in this struggle, I
I
was
wouldn't end
virtually
up with
staying
one. I
with him
mean,
at
I
the
didn't
House of Delegates.
wall. Totally,
Some
I
of the
get
things
for
Abiola told us is not what we are going to do. Let me give you one example. When Abiola had a swollen leg, he was admitted in a co-hospital in Lagos, room 437. I was the only non-member of the family that was with him. The wives will bring food, leave it with me. I will serve him after eating. I will eat the remnants. Abiola called me one day, comrade, do you know why I want to be president? I said, tell me, Mr. President. He said there was a time I went for surgery in King's Hospital, London. They wheeled me to the theater. 6 doctors were in the room, 3 on my right, 3 on my left. They all white people. After 10 minutes, I said, do the thing, let me go. He said, no, we're waiting for the chief surgeon. Not long, one black man came with 2 other doctors. When the black doctor entered, he moved close to Abiola and cast ulcer. Abiola said, Kiloruke, what's your name? Are you a Nigerian? I said, yes. Abiola told me.
I think you spend up to 300.
He said, comrade, I will bring all these people back in Nigeria and put those hospitals there. Charles, are you telling me that we cannot put King's Hospital in every state? Are you telling me we cannot put these hospitals here? They have stolen the money for the hospitals from the center. You are selling money, we are not seeing the money. In the past, how many years today? Abiola told me. He cried. That was part of the reason why he wanted to be president.
I'm telling you.
I'm calling him. Because every day we're in Abiola. The problem is that when we get into office, charlatans will take over the place. They will take over your brain that you will no longer remember. If you're not a man of strong will. You will not remember how to work for the people. You will not remember how to solve their problems. You are not interested in whether they ate last night or not. Your own is how much is this, how much is coming, this and that. No, that's not governance.
To be entirely fair, the administration obviously inherited a lot of problems.
I agree.
And they say they're working to end those.
I have
Nobody has a Harry.
They inherited a lot of problems from who? From themselves now. It's not the same APC. They inherited a lot of problems from who? From themselves. The same APC. So, what did they inherit? Oh, on the issue of El-Rufai, a national security advisor, Sowore has something to say. And I would like us to just calm down and listen to what Sowore got to say on this issue, okay? I'm coming back. Sowore got something to say. No, he knows how to talk. He will tell you the pump and plant things. You get the point?
I alluded to it earlier. That we're not practicing democracy. So give it a name. What are we practicing?
Morontocracy is what I call it.
What?
Morontocracy.
Meaning?
Government of morons, for morons, and run by morons.
Isn't that too strong a word to use? That's derogatory, actually.
It is not derogatory. I'm the one who says it. If they feel bad about it, they can.
You went to elections. We will not vote for you if you call us morons.
No, I'm not calling the people morons. I'm saying the government that we are practicing.
Corrupt politicians, apathetic civil, populists, or compromised electoral institution, which is more dangerous.
All of them are a dangerous mix. It's called a cocktail.
Deadly cocktail.
Yes. And when they use the word cocktail to describe a poison, you know that it means more than one, they will kill faster. Any of them could kill you. Yeah, a complacent populace can kill you. Corrupt politicians will kill you. And a compromised electoral system will kill you the same way. If the three of them mix together, they'll kill you faster. But Pastor John knew that Yar'Adua was going to die. He said it later. He had to be one of the people who opposed him. But because he had no experience in things that matter, the experience he had is how to be wicked, how to be mischievous.
General.
Yes.
Our guest today is Mr. Omoyele Sowore, former presidential candidate and currently national chairman of the African Action Congress Party of Nigeria. You're welcome, Omoyele.
Now, let's get right into
for that. The electoral reform bill was hurriedly signed into law by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In your view, why would the president hurriedly sign this law? What is the president afraid of? And does this speak well of him?
Well, I'm not in a position to say what speaks well of him or not. But what is well known was that he was the one who designed the bill to put a caveat on one of the most important provisions of the bill, which is that electronic transmission of results must be done as the elections are concluded. But what he's obviously afraid of is transparency. And the only way they can sustain their hold of power in this country is not to allow for free, credible, and very transparent elections. And that has been their way of doing things. He, particularly the president, loves opaqueness. He has gotten away with it for so long, being financially involved in companies that you will never be able to tell who is involved, like Alpha Beta in Lagos, that takes almost all the taxes in Lagos. It's one example. Even his coming to power was such that he knew that he had no credibility. He knows that to retain his hold on power, there must be some kind of selection, not selection. And these are ways through which he feels that he can achieve that. Otherwise, your question is legit. You have all the governors of most of the states camping to your party. Councillors, chairmen, senators, everybody, according to you, is doing your business. So why are you afraid of elections? You should be the one who, if you believe that it's popular, you should be the one championing transparent elections. But, the low part, of course, can change the sports.
Section 60, subsection 3, if I'm not mistaken, gives INEC the right to fall back on manual collation of results if there's communication failure, so they say. Now, do you see this as legalized, a way to legalize rigging, or it's legitimate?
It has always been that the law, as of the last time it was made, has already made a provision for INEC to do manual collation whenever there's network failure. But what has also been established is that the machine known as BVAS can actually keep a record of an election result that was taken at the polling unit. Even when it can't transmit, it has the capability to screenshot the result, which is basically what we're discussing here. That's the right word, a screenshot of the result from EC8A. Put it in the memory of BVAS. And BVAS transmits whenever it can find network. What I mean is telecoms network. Because the BVAS machine is a bimodal machine. It has offline and online modes. So when it comes online, no matter how long it takes, it could transmit still to the IRF portal of INEC where it can be viewed. So, but they don't want any of that. And what is the crux of this is to have advantage in courts. Because courts have always used ambiguity to translate law. The moment you start putting may or shall or could, then the courts have a leeway. Lawyers will make an argument that there was never a time this was made mandatory. What the public is asking for is mandatory transmission of. So whatever happens, what overrides all is what is mandatorily transmitted. But what they're saying is what overrides all is what is manually produced. And that was what Tinubu was jubilating about yesterday, that computer cannot tell us how to do this. We will rely on human beings because we have enough human beings to rig the election and translate the results the way we want as opposed to what the people decided. But what this is telling you is that they're no longer sure that all their tactics are going to help them cling to power this time around. And they want to, of course, change the process and the people. The majority of Nigerians want these protections in place, even though, and I have said this so many times, so that's not my preference. My preference would have been electronic voting. It's more, foolproof than transmission of results that already been tampered with, if you say so.
When the president was signing, the bill into law yesterday at the Villa, he said the purpose of the reforms and what he was signing was to provide inclusivity. It was a pragmatic way of inclusion for rural dwellers where there may be communication breakdown because perhaps maybe Nigeria does not have full total mobile telephony coverage. How do you respond to this?
He knows, and you and I know, that the percentage of the country not covered by telecommunication is very negligible. But in all of this, they have targeted areas across the country where they think they can go in and manipulate results and realize that the only way is to have that protection in place for the results that are mangled to become legally acceptable. Like I said, all this is preparation for courts because our elections have become so illegitimate that we rely on courts. So all of us will vote and we'll wait for 7 people to decide the winner. All this is done in preparation for challenges in the courtroom and to be able to say, look, we didn't promise you that electorally transmitted results are legit or they themselves can be legit. So what is basically is that if INEC presents electronically transmitted results and that is where the opposition wins, the courts can accept the unelectronically transmitted results as a place where they won, and that will become acceptable because they say, well, the human factor is what is supreme. Whereas we're saying the digital factor would have been supreme if it were done otherwise.
Naira,
Yes?
आप easily be
Okay, now that, the deed is done now, as it were.
It's not done. I don't know why people say that. Except if Nigerian people just accept that the deed is done. In that case, the deed is done. But if we said no to...
What are the options?
The options are for Nigerians to come out in mass and force their hands to ensure that they do what we want.
So who is mobilizing Nigerians?
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people will feel that way, but like I said, the Nigerian people must also stop waiting for people to mobilize them. It's their country. So why can't we all mobilize ourselves? We should be mobilizing ourselves and not rely on one person to mobilize. If Nigeria gets free and fair election tomorrow, is it one person that will benefit? Everybody's going to, it's going to be better for Nigeria as one person.
You're one of the leading opposition figures, and you've been at this for forever.
I don't know where they register people as opposition figures. And the impression
opposition political figures.
Yeah,
does that sound better?
I've always been opposed to, even when I was in politics, I've always been opposed to bad governance, corruption, and this manipulation of our political process.
Some have said one of the options is to go to court. Would you be seeking legal redress?
No, even when they had the election the last election, everybody was asking, eyes on the judiciary. I was the first person to tell you that it's a waste of time. I would rather we defeat them outside and defeat them in court. The courts are not the place where, even the American system where we borrowed our democracy from, the courts have very negligent role in determining the outcome of elections. They have it as an unwritten rule that they don't interfere. Here, it is your courts that determine who the primary winner is. You move from there to who gets on the ballot paper. Courts are making decisions day before elections to remove and substitute candidates. That's not acceptable. That's not democracy. That's judicial rigmarole and should be completely expunged from our system, because you have very, very. In fact, the only thing that the court should do, in my view, is to come and just symbolically approve the elections, not to come and tell you that, oh, we want to look at who won and who lost. How could 200 million people vote and you wait for 6 people to determine the outcome?
You have a point saying, courts in the main do not determine winners of elections in America. But this is not about loss or,
No, I'm giving you that example because you're asking, will I go to court to challenge the Senate? Why would you be wasting your time going to court to challenge the Senate? Part of our problem is also our judiciary. Do you think that if the judiciary intervenes, they can reverse the decision of the Nigerian Senate? They will tell you that the judicial arm has no right to interfere in the legislative decisions of the country, and they'll get away with it. This is not new. To anybody that's going to court, I wish them luck. I would rather go to the streets than go to courts.
There is a 30 days window for the president to study the bill. And studying the bill involves passing it to the Ministry of Finance, that is given the responsibility of funding INEC, passing it to the President's Attorney General to study it and advise the President, passing it, to the President's Special Advisor or maybe liaison on National Assembly. So all these bodies, are they saying this law was passed 2 days ago, yesterday, and then yesterday it was signed into law? All of these gaps, are there not sufficient grounds to test it in the judiciary?
And they come and say, yes, we've been waiting for the bill. In fact, the moment the bill was first promulgated, we had obtained a copy and gotten everybody ready. We're ready. And that's why the president passed it. What do you say to the judge? You're going to tell the judge that the Attorney General couldn't read the bill overnight. I'm just also playing what you guys call the devil's advocate. You don't
It's a
have
script.
the kind of judiciary that can help you make this challenge, but you have the people, if you're serious, that can put their boots on the ground and force their hands and make them do what we want. But it is when sometimes we're not ready that we start over-relying on the judiciary. Nigerian judiciary is even worse than, sometimes I think they're worse than the executive arm, because they're the ones who are the enablers of impunity in this country, Nigerian judiciary. And you can quote me anywhere, because I don't think there are many Nigerians who go to court more frequently than I do.
Okay, I would have come to you before, but now that you're on it, what has led to the confidence of the public in the Nigerian judiciary? What has led to it?
The Nigerian public doesn't have confidence in the judiciary.
We don't have any
Why?
confidence to beg.
Because the judiciary has shown itself transparently to be fraudulent, deceptive, and manipulative of, what the public understands to be justice. So you see a lot of legalism but no justice. Any kind of legal process that does not guarantee justice cannot bring about explicit or implicit confidence from the Nigerian people. If you were to have legitimate polling of opinions today in the country by pollsters, I think the judiciary would be staying at the bottom with Nigeria police in terms of the most untrustworthy, arm of government, or agency. So there's no question about it. It is because these judges have, over time,
Okay, you want to pay? Yeah?
this has become problematic, and understanding the way of justice.
Okay, guys.